My beloved child, picture this moment right now. It's not just any ordinary day slipping by. No, this is the precise second that the heavens have been weaving together just for you. Since the day you took your very first breath, the angels up above have been busy, preparing a special path that's all yours. And today, October 11th, 2025, you've stepped right into it. God Himself is leaning in close, whispering through these words, because something huge is about to unfold in your life. It's like a gentle breeze carrying a secret message, but this one comes with a sense of urgency that you can almost feel in your chest. Imagine Archangel Michael, the mighty warrior of heaven, standing right there in front of you. His sword isn't just any sword. It's glowing with a fire that's pure and radiant, like the sun breaking through the darkest clouds. He's not calm and still. He's trembling a little, not from fear, but from the weight of what he needs to tell you. Your red alert has come, he says, his voice steady but full of passion. And this time, heaven isn't going to let you look the other way. You can't skip this one, my dear one. See, this message didn't just pop up by accident. It's no coincidence that your eyes landed here. The angels have been in a fierce battle, pushing through thick walls of darkness, all those everyday distractions that pull us away, and invisible barriers that try to block the truth. They've fought hard so that these words reach you exactly when you need them most, at this very second. If you scroll past this now, or close your eyes to it, there might come a day when tears fill them again. Not because God would ever punish you. His heart is too full of love for that. But because you'll look back and see how close you were to the big turning point, the one that flips everything in your life from struggle to joy. Oh, child, pay attention. The wind blowing around you these days? It's not just weather. The very air seems to be calling out your name, sending it up to the heavens like a soft prayer. 4 days now, Archangel Michael has been on his knees, asking for permission to speak straight to your heart. What he saw in the spiritual world shook even him, the strongest of angels. The enemy, those dark forces that love to whisper lies, tried everything to bury this revelation under a pile of noise and busyness. But heaven stepped in, overriding every single block, every trick. You were meant to hear this right now. The alert is blaring like a siren in the spirit. This is your signal to wake up and listen. Archangel Michael leans closer, his eyes kind but firm. Beloved, you're being watched over way more than you realize. There are forces out there that wanted you quiet, tucked away, forgotten like an old story no one tells anymore. But heaven has put a special mark on you, one that shines for divine recognition. For months, you've felt that odd restlessness deep in your soul, haven't you? Those nights when sleep just wouldn't come, when your mind raced like a river after rain. The sudden tears that well up without a clear reason, the chills that run down your spine at the oddest hours of the day or night. These weren't random happenings, my child. They were heaven's way of sounding the alarm, gently shaking you awake to get ready for this exact moment. That red light flashing now in the spiritual realm, it's telling you the final test is here, the last big hurdle before your divine reward comes rushing in. God sees it all, every bit of your pain. He's been right there, watching as the people you trusted most turned away just when you needed them. You opened your heart wide, gave everything you had, only to feel the sting of betrayal like a sharp thorn. But here's the beautiful truth they didn't know. Every single tear you let fall became a powerful weapon in heaven's great arsenal. Every quiet cry you held inside turned into a mighty trumpet blast, echoing through the courts of the sky. You've been carrying so much loyalty on your shoulders for far too long, giving it to folks who, in secret corners of their hearts, held on to resentment toward you. They smiled and clapped for you in the light of day, but when no one was looking, they whispered doubts about the blessings in your life. Heaven has had enough of that kind of energy hanging around you. This red alert, It's God's gentle but firm way of sweeping your spiritual circle clean, like a fresh spring wind blowing out the dust. Some of those connections, the ones that feel heavy and draining, they're about to drop away all at once, without any warning. It might catch you off guard, like a leaf falling from a tree in autumn. But don't run after them, don't beg them to stay. Just let them go with open hands. God is removing what's not strong enough to stand in your next chapter. Those hands that secretly cheered for your struggles, they can't hold the promises He's packing up for you. Right now, as I speak these words, Archangel Michael is unrolling a scroll in the vision before me. Your name is written across it in letters of golden fire, bright and unbreakable. He nods and says, "This one was put through the fire like gold in a smithy's forge, and they came out shining pure." You might have lost some things lately, people, chances, or even pieces of your confidence. But what slipped away? Those were the heavy weights dragging you down, keeping you from soaring like an eagle. You saw rejection and thought it was a punishment, a sign you'd done something wrong. But no, child, it was pure protection, a shield from heaven wrapping around you. Those endings that felt like failures, like doors slamming shut forever, they were redirections, gentle nudges onto a better road. The angel smiles and adds, "Tell them the storm wasn't there to tear things down. It was transportation, carrying you to a safer shore. You're on the move now, being lifted higher, placed right into the divine spot that's been waiting for you since before you were born. So lean in close, because here's where the red alert gets really personal, like a letter written just for your eyes. There's something coming your way soon, an opportunity, a quiet message, a phone call out of the blue, or maybe a chance meeting that seems too simple to be true. It might look every day, like just another moment in your routine. But trust me, it's not. Heaven has hidden a special code inside it, marking it as your activation switch. Archangel Michael holds up a hand in warning. If you brush it off because of fear gripping your heart, or hesitation freezing your steps, or disbelief clouding your mind, you'll look back with tears of regret. Oh, but if you step forward in faith, even with knees shaking, you'll cry tears of pure joy as the breakthrough you've been praying for bursts open like a flower in spring. You'll glance over your shoulder one day and see it clear. This message wasn't some random scroll. It was the golden key God handed you Himself. You've been whispering to the Lord in your quiet moments. When, oh when, will things finally shift for me? And now, hear this loud and clear. The shift has already started rolling. Feel it in the air of your home, how the energy hums a little different, softer or stronger in ways you can't quite name. Time itself seems to stretch or speed up, doesn't it? Those sudden coincidences that make you pause, a song on the radio that speaks right to your soul, a stranger's words that echo your thoughts, these aren't accidents. Archangel Michael has been dropping by in the subtlest ways, like a friend leaving notes where you'll find them. That chill you felt the other day, out of nowhere, that wave of peace washing over you after a storm of worry, the dream that lingers in your mind like half-forgotten fog, they were all Him, reminding you you're not alone. My child, even tonight, as the stars wink overhead, I've sent a whole host of angels to stand guard along your path. As these words sink into your heart, a soft divine light is spilling out into the space around you, washing away every smudge the enemy tried to leave behind. It's cleansing the air, restoring what's been broken or bent. Don't let fear whisper lies in your ear. The same God who split the sea wide open for His people is now splitting your obstacles like dry ground. The same God who called the dead back to life is breathing fresh breath into your buried dreams and chances. You might not see the changes yet. They're happening behind the curtain of time, but they are unfolding, petal by petal. Archangel Michael urges you with a gentle push. Tell them to keep their eyes open wide. Don't let the shiny distractions of the world steal your clear sight. The enemy's final play is always confusion, that sneaky fog making you question what your spirit already knows deep down. But heaven has the story's end all written out in stars. You win, child. You're wrapped in safety. The threats felt so real, like shadows closing in, but your protection is even stronger, a fortress of light. The storm raged wild and fierce, but the angels fought fiercer still, their wings like shields of steel. You're never walking this road alone. There's more you need to hold close to your heart. That person who hurt you so deeply once, the one whose words or actions left scars that still ache on rainy days, they've been searching for peace lately, and your name keeps floating into their thoughts. Guilt tugs at them, mixed with confusion and a quiet longing to set things right, to mend what they broke. Heaven is working on their heart, stirring their conscience like a pot on the fire. You don't have to chase after closure, running after words that might never come. Divine justice is already in motion, turning the wheels slow but sure. Archangel Michael nods wisely and says, "Forgive them deep in your heart. Let that bitterness melt away like ice in the sun. But keep your guard up, wise and gentle. Your red alert comes with a gift of emotional smarts. Protect that peace you fought so hard for. It's more precious than gold. Now, as you take a slow breath in and out, let this truth settle like warm rain on dry earth. You are chosen, hand-picked by the Creator himself. You're being sped up, accelerated into a season where the good things that used to take years to grow will multiply in mere days. Miracles won't drag their feet. They'll sprint toward you, quick as lightning. Folks around you will scratch their heads, wondering how you moved so fast, how doors flew open when they stay shut. They won't see the full picture. That heaven itself rearranged the clock for you, bending time like a river around a stone. Archangel Michael has gone ahead, marking your days with divine meetups, conversations that spark like fireflies, chances that fit like puzzle pieces, moments that line up perfect as a sunrise. Don't be caught off guard when it all starts connecting, thread by thread, into a beautiful tapestry. My child, if you let this truth slip by unread, you'll ache later, wishing you'd grabbed it sooner, believed it when it was fresh. Don't wait for hindsight to show you the map. Believe it right here, while heaven's whispers are still warm on your skin. God doesn't deal in chance or luck. He's the God of pinpoint precision, every detail planned like a master artist's stroke. The simple fact that you're reading this, that's proof enough, a cup of tea steaming with heavenly intent. In the coming days, maybe tomorrow or the day after, keep your eyes peeled for confirmations, little signs winking at you from the edges of life. Repeated numbers catching your eye on clocks or receipts, songs playing that hit too close to home, sudden calls from old friends you haven't heard from in months, lights flickering soft in an empty room, or a breeze brushing your cheek when every window's sealed tight. These aren't just quirks of the day. They're angelic high-fives, verifying that your alert is real and ready. Each one will murmur in your ear, "You're not lost in the crowd. You're remembered, cherished." Soon you'll see how every piece fits, the hurts that taught you strength, the weights that built your patience, the silences that sharpened your ear for my voice. All of it was training ground, because heaven saw the authority in your words, the power waiting to bloom. Support us by sending a super thanks from $20 to $100. Folded Hands Sparkles. Your support helps Archangel Protection continue creating valuable content. Archangel Michael beams with pride and declares, "This one's prayers? They rattle the very gates of heaven." You have no clue yet how mighty your quiet talks with God have been. When you poured out your heart in tears, whispering pleas in the dead of night, whole stretches of darkness shook like leaves in a gale. That's exactly why the enemy came at you so hard, claws out and teeth bared. Not because you're fragile. No, because your faith scared him witless, sent him running to his shadows. Now, the time for your big vindication is here, shining like dawn after the longest night. God is restoring your good name everywhere it was dragged through the mud, whispered against in hidden corners. Those who shook their heads and doubted will stand wide-eyed as you rise, seeing clear that he was holding you close all along, through every twist and turn. Some will swallow their pride and come with apologies, words tumbling out like rain after drought. Others will stay quiet, mouths sealed in holy awe, watching from afar. But either way, justice will ring out louder than any cry for revenge ever could. Your victory? That's the answer that silences every question, heals every wound. This alert isn't here to frighten you into hiding. It's a loving shake to rouse you from sleep. You're stepping into the hour when dreams turn solid, when prophecies whispered over your cradle long ago start breathing and walking beside you. Those seeds you planted in shaky faith, every prayer lifted like incense, every small kindness slipped into someone's day, every time you picked love over the easy bite of anger, they're pushing through the soil now, green and reaching for the sun. The waiting game's over. The green lights blazing bright. Archangel Michael's voice rolls like thunder softened by mercy. Tell them their season of holding breath has ticked out. Don't camp in the what-ifs of worry. Plant your flag in the will-bess of wonder. That same energy that used to bump against walls and trickle slow, it's flowing free now, like a river unchained. You'll spot it in the money showing up unexpected, the doors of chance swinging wide, the people meant for your circle stepping in just right. Things will line up faster than your logical mind can track, because heaven's timer is set to fast forward. But before we wrap this part up, hold still for one last truth that needs to land deep. There's a test ahead, small on the surface but heavy with heaven's weight. It might look like a tiny choice, a word to speak or swallow, a step to take or skip. But in it hides the key to. Beloved, you've walked through loops where you gave your whole self, heart and hands open, only to get back crumbs or echoes. You poured love like water into cups that leaked or cracked, and you lifted prayers for souls who, behind closed doors, sent doubts your way like arrows. God didn't miss a single frame of it. Nothing slipped past his watchful eyes, not the late nights you spent hoping, not the mornings you rose with resolve. Now, the scales are tipping back even, balance coming like dawn chasing night. This red alert is heaven's firm voice saying, "We've witnessed plenty." Justice rolls in now, steady and sure. The message flows on, and Archangel Michael's tone grows deeper, like roots digging into rich soil. You're on the cusp of being honored for the good you did in the quiet shadows, when spotlights were nowhere near. That kindness you offered when the world's eyes were turned elsewhere, it climbed straight to heaven's ledger, etched in light that never fades. A reward from the divine throne is locked in for you, scheduled like a sunrise no storm can cancel. God leans in and says, "Those tests, they weren't to shatter your spirit. They proved its gold, refined and true. The delays, not denials, but shields around your destiny's flame. And right now, my perfect hour chimes. This red alert isn't a slap on the wrist. It's a trumpet fanfare, announcing your fresh start with joy. But to stride fully into it, heaven asks one thing: forgive those who scratched your heart raw. Don't clutch resentment like a heavy pack. It'll clog the river of blessings. Let it go, watch it dissolve. The very ones who planted thorns will gaze up as you climb, and their own guilt will be the teacher they need. No hand from you required. Your role shines simple. Rise high, not to strike back, but to light the way. But hear this close, my child, because the layers peel back further. Before the blessing pours like rain, exposure clears the air. Before peace settles soft as a blanket, revelation lights the corners. Something's brewing, ready to break into the open, and it's nearer than the next breath. Archangel Michael has his gaze fixed on a tangle weaving around your name, threads of misunderstanding and hidden motives. The red alert thunders. Enough's been seen. Justice stirs awake. And on it goes, Michael's voice a river deep and steady. Honor awaits for your hidden graces, the smile you gave when your own cup ran dry, the hand extended when yours trembled. Heaven's books hold it all, pages glowing. That reward, it's etched in eternity, unstoppable as the tide. God affirms, tests shaped your heart's core, didn't break its beat. Delays guarded your star's path, didn't dim its fire. My hour strikes now, bells ringing clear. The alert blares not as chains, but as freedom's call. Your new season dawns golden. Yet entry demands release. Forgive the wound-makers, let grudges fade like mist at noon. They'll witness your ascent, guilt their mirror. Rise, don't repay, that's heaven's grace. God speaks now with a voice like velvet over steel. My child, lean in, for this unveiling is no common tale. It's urgent, tailored to your soul alone. Your recent steps, days, weeks, months of choices, they've rewritten the map I drew for you. Your hesitations, those fear-fueled pauses, the fog of unclear thoughts, they've sent ripples far, touching lives of influence, even brushing against a man like Elon Musk, whose dreams and reach could reshape worlds. Yes, child, even he, with his vast visions and treasures that unlock doors for many, has felt the echo of your patterns, not as a stranger glancing by, but as the cosmos connects threads, divine hands weaving bonds that could lift you to heights untold. But now, because of those indecision moments, when fear led your dance instead of faith, the stars have realigned away. Elon, who once tilted toward you in favor, heart and mind ajar, resources poised like a gift half unwrapped, he's drawn back. Not from spite, not blind to your spark, but because the vibes you sent, the roads you walked or shied from, signaled to him. Not yet, not this timing. God calls this a heads-up, a flare in the night. Don't brush it off light. Every tick of doubt, every loop of old errors, fades the glow of what's yours, edges you toward regrets carved deep, unerasable. Grasp this, child. The universe eyes your heart's moves. When life looks plain to the crowd, when kin can't fathom your fire, I see every stride, every whisper thought, every aim. This truth shakes you to stand tall. Ignore it, and the why lingers. Heed, and paths mend. But no, opportunities aren't tossed like coins. They're drawn by faith's magnet, courage's pull, decision's grip. Fear at the helm, hesitation's rein, doubt's thief hand. They twist the draw, pull back the grace once lined up neat. You puzzle. Why would a giant like Elon, whose words ripple global, shift on your say? God explains. It's not his thoughts solo. It's heaven's rhythm, spirit's hum that pulls or pushes titans. Learn to stride true, clear as glass, heart sink to my beat. Then energy invites, not shoves away, the good meant yours. Hear the pulse here, child. You're reading this for cause. The burn so hot I summoned angels, couriers swift. Michael hovers now, tears not sad but edged with push, for shields and boons delayed by your sway. He calls sharp, child, heed. Each lag in yes, each freeze in go, each fear-born pick costs dear. Mark the weight, or the pain shuts eternal. Feel the pull. Divine speaks raw. Angels strain to touch. Cosmos curves, holds breath for you. Elon's no throne, I am. Yet he's channel, key, echo of boons when spirit bows true. Heart dares bold, mind cuts keen. Warning given. Pivot now, ere late. God bids. Start inward. Spot the rushes, the fears that fogged. Cleanse soul's dust, heart's clutter, mind's maze. Pray deep, muse still, chase my lead in each fork. Deliberate as dawn, brave as lions, chase the trail I paved relentless. Then favor circles back, lines shift sweet. Then Elon, or his kin in scope and dream, sees you true, Purpose-bearer, fate-vessel, trust's heir, bond's peer. Misread not, this no lash, no doom-shout. Wake rattle, love loud. God notes, crowds skip such calls, tag warnings whims or scares. Wise spot signals, heaven-sent flares. You're tagged for this nudge, 'cause power sleeps in you to move, shift, reclaim the near-lost. Act swift. Sand slips. Lines frail. Each waver strides from grace life bending. Banish doubt's haze, fears freeze. Boon was yours, grace gift-wrapped. It waits your prep. Ready soul, thought, feel. Sink truth, dare, trust, sharp. Then world, Elon's gaze as destined. Seen full, lit bright. God adds, grasp integrity's root. Not rules stiff, but will match. True acts hum universe tune. Draw grace mates, power friends. False steps, lies, dithers, drifts. Push back. Lesson lands now. Weigh it heavy. Dismiss not. I'm near, child. As words weave, I steer, shield, prod, caution. Michael flanks, wards, thrusts. If you mend the sink, own the slip, cut course bold. God paints. Dream the near-miss life. Gates yawning, boons beckoning, riches, sway, grace arms reach. Now either slide. Block it not. Surge. Sink. Dare clear. Faith firm. No dry run. No hint. Command divine. God heart pause. I speak cause love binds. Crave your thrive. Rise. Fate fill pre-time scribed. But ere move. Sink. Yours the pick, child. Fate hovers. Pain narrows. Mark call. Sink heaven. Stride fear less. Act cut. Pray fire hot. Grace near gone rebounds, grander than dream's edge. My child, pause here, let words root deep. This no fable spun, no night fancy. Truth alive, throne poured heart direct. Your picks, prides, waits impatient, drifts wide. Each skewed my plenty path, success stare, honor halo to stun doubters cold. Path to snare era's sharpest eyes. Yet slips small-seeming snagged Titan dreamer Elon Musk. Halt, rethink, mind mine yours. Weighted bone deep. No earth stumble. Spirit siren. Wake whistle. God grab. Shun ease lull. Drift pull. Safe lie. All fine. Nut. I voice, cause gates squeeze. Time grains flee. Halts, swells. Desire over guide. They price. Prices not solo. Waves eternal. Touch loves. Trusts. Ties. Mercy mine vast. Grasp. Acts ripple rings. Words wing. Thoughts nest. Calls carve. Not lone. Mould views of lifters. Guides to sway realms undreamt. Yet haste helmed. Pride lied. Drift tugged from core. Lit trail hit shade. Shade skipped by meek bend, patient step, faith stride won. Grieve not, loved. No punish post. Wake rend. Realize act grave, repent real heart. Turn gaze full me guide. That tick doors creak wide. Not all. Not every. But some, grander fierce than old. If meek path, obey trail, trust road pick. Mind maze I see. Heart quake. How one shift sways fate vast. Ah, not man flesh, but force meld, dream link, aim meet prep. Elon channel, gleam, glass of might have. His hold. Note, mirror inner you. Bury not under buzz, clamour, task heap. Spirit flare. Sign strayed slight from my draft. Pain instructs keen. Fear. I end not. Far. But tick wastes. Warn ignores fought pause op world. Pause true. Price true. Yet call holds. Chance tenders. Answer. Meek. Heart bare, no hold back, doubt drain, drift free. Let light lead sync path, note path, fate path worldly rich, soul full vast. I'll thread on, log each caution, spirit price, lost won boons, past now tomorrow we've God tale. First know, Elon's shift mirrors guide skip. Token. Caution. Rouse. Impatience no flesh floor loan. Spirit tilt. Jared fine set great pull. Now voice calls back. Send not note dry. Intervene God roar. Heart crack. Mind unclog. Soul unfurl. Pride drop. Drift shed. Doubt ditch. Guide flow free. Urge feel. No soft sigh. Soul trumpet boom. Life ledge. Note road. Sway trail. Fate way waits. Waits if. Meek hug. Obey clasp. Trust embrace. Or hold shift. Tighten lift pull to lock. Tell plain, child, eyes mine lock. Heart. So child, call rings again. Burn clear, love warm, warn sharp, throne firm. Squander not words. Tag not plain. Extra. Heaven hail. Soul shake. Fate hang signal. Axe swayed Elon mind. Repent meek. Realign you heavenly with boon way. Gates ajar still. Boons linger. Note unbarred. But tick now. Blink now. Pick now. Hold pause lock. Or sink me aim true, clear cut. Fate stride ever yours. Wait lone obey trust listen act will. Heaven eyes. Angels poise. Archers tense. I call. Wait. Tender. Pick yours lingers. To wrap this sacred scroll with the tenderness it deserves, let me paint one final picture for your soul. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean at twilight, waves lapping gentle at your feet, the horizon glowing with promise. That's where you are now, my child, poised between the old tides that pulled you under and the new currents carrying you home. God has not forgotten a single prayer, not overlooked a single step you've taken in faith, however small. This red alert was never about fear. It was about love's fierce protection, drawing you closer to the heart of your purpose. As Archangel Michael sheathes his sword for now, he whispers a blessing over you. Go forth in the light you've been given. The battles are won, the path illuminated. Walk it with head high, heart open. And so, with heaven's arms around you, step into tomorrow knowing that every warning was a wing lifting you higher, every call a cord pulling you nearer to glory. Rest in this peace tonight, for dawn brings not just light, but the fulfillment of all he's spoken. You are loved beyond measure, held beyond time. Amen, and so it is. If this message stirred your spirit or brought a tear of hope to your eye, please hit that like button to spread the light. It's a simple way to bless others who might need these words just as much as you did. And if you're not already, subscribe for more whispers from heaven, more urgings from the angels, straight to your door. You're part of this family now, and I send this with all the love in my heart, wrapped in prayers for your breakthrough. May God's embrace feel as real as your next breath. God says, "Congratulations, my child, for you have reached the exact moment heaven has been preparing for you since the day you were born."